isn't that some kind of run? And what I would tell them is that, no, it started out as a bit of a walk, and it started out as a way for people to exercise their anger and exercise their pain. And yet for those that didn't have that, it was a way for them to support those in pain and support the individuals who lost a loved one. And it's now become a communal event, a movement as much as anything. Last night, I actually sat down in a recorded environment with Clint Bruce and Stephen Holly, the two founders of Carry the Load. And we are going to be putting out the result of that on Memorial Day. The conversation was awesome. The conversation was awesome because we really got to see Clint and Stephen as it relates to Carry the Load in the early days and what they were trying to accomplish by starting this. We also got to see really their true selves. One of the things that struck me, and this came up today in another conversation, the word humility. I don't know that I've ever seen two people really demonstrate what it means to have total humility. Humility as it relates to their fellow man, humility as it relates to their God, humility as it relates to something as simple as taking credit. And I'm hoping that comes out to everyone the way it did to me in that conversation. But again, make sure that you are recognizing, or make sure that you're in a position to watch that when it comes out, and pass it on to many that may not have seen it come out. Carissa, I'm going to stop there before I just keep running off at the mouth. Has anybody sent anything in as far as questions or recommendations that we should address?
We don't have any questions. We do have a request to keep these lessons from the front coming even after Memorial Day.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I can tell you that is in fact happening. We've got a couple people lined up already. I haven't even tapped into my personal database to any extent yet. I mean, there's so many good people we can talk to, but one of those folks that I can tell you that is on the docket has already agreed, and this will be happening. I think it's on June 11th. Is another Congressional Medal of Honor recipient. This one from Vietnam. I'll leave it at that and tease you with it, because I got to tell you, some of these stories are unbelievable. And Carissa, you're very new to all of this. What has been your impression of lessons from the front to this point?
My impression is just that it's interesting to have different stories that bring you down to very basic concepts of life and humanity, and just remind you of the things that are important.
And do you have much military in your family?
Zero.
And so this probably has added a different appreciation for the military then.
Oh, very much so.
Yeah, and I really would encourage folks, remember our number one mission at Carry the Load is all about awareness. It is, we all see these commercials leading into the weekend about, the mattress sales and, furniture stores and things of this nature. That's not what this weekend is about. And we need everyone's help spreading the awareness aspect of it. It's important that we all take time this weekend. So 3 o'clock especially, and I'll tell you, I'm allowing one of my children to go to the lake this weekend with a friend. And, it's kind of our first step outside of the COVID boundaries. And I have had a conversation with her and make sure that she understands why she's able to do that. It's not just fun. And of course, she is old enough to understand the importance of this weekend. And if we were having our normal weekend, she wouldn't even want to go. She would want to be at Carry the Load. But it's important that we all remind one another, 3 o'clock, wherever you are, the national moment of remembrance. You don't have to take a ton of time. You don't have to, to have the production that we have at Carry the Load. but be a leader in your group, be a leader in your community. 3 o'clock, wherever you are, East Coast, West Coast, it doesn't matter. Ask everyone around you to stop for 60 seconds and just take a little bit of thought and a little bit of reflection and remember why that day exists. And it's about those who made the ultimate sacrifice. It's about the families who gave us those individuals who didn't even know us, but cared enough for us and loved us enough to say thank you. And we owe it to them in the very least to honor their loved one the way that they are so truly, that they should be given that honor. It's so important for us to do that. So I don't want to sit here and preach for 30 minutes. That's not what I'm going to do today. I was just actually, because besides that, it's kind of hot today, even under the umbrella. But I did want to give our guests the opportunity to come on. Hope everything's okay. But at the same time, I wanted to take just a quick minute to remind everyone going into this weekend, we've been blessed. We've all truly been blessed in life. And some of us, not as much as others, and that's okay. Just remember those who make those sacrifices because we care, because we matter. So thank you very much to everyone. And Carissa, one more time, does anybody have anything that we need to address?
We do not have any questions.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we head into Memorial Day weekend, again, I want to remind you of a few things. Be that leader in your community. Be that leader wherever you are. 3 o'clock, National Moment of Remembrance. Keep those in your thoughts and prayers. Second thing is Monday, if you're in Dallas, make sure you go to carrytheload.org. It's our Memorial Day Drive event. Please go to the site and register. And then lastly, what I just want to remind you of is keep a good answer to the question of this. Whenever you're asked, who are you carrying? Know very, very quickly and clearly who you're carrying and why. So for all of us that carry the load, thank you for tuning in to Lessons from the Front. We will continue to do this after Memorial Day. And until then, my name is Todd Boeding, and I'm carrying Sergeant R.E. Worley of Shippensburg, Pennsylvania. Who are you carrying?